2 decks remain. Which one shall it be? The penultimate deck is Cascade Ponza. So Cascade Ponza, I'm grouping these together. They're technically different decks, but they run so many of the same cards that they're basically the same deck. So this is a... it can be different colors. It's always green. Maybe it's green-red. Maybe it's green-black. Maybe it's Jund. But it's always a green deck that is using early ramp to ramp into 1, the Ponza-style Stone Rain effects in Thermokarst and Monvoli Acid Moss, and then eventually pays off in the late game with big bombs like Avenging Hunter with the Initiative, the Cascade Boys, and the Cycle Dudes. Then, of course, you've got 12 mono-ramp spells on turn 1, with Arbor Elf being really good with these ones, Llanowar Visionary, which cantrips and is also a mana source, and then an addition I've added to the deck is Overgrowth. This is a enchantment that gives the enchanted land, adds an additional double green, so that's an additional double green, so the land taps for 3, and is also super good with Arbor Elf. Then, straight up, every single land in the deck is a forest, except for 1 Highland Forest for the red source. And you only have 4 red cards in this deck anyway, with a bunch of red sideboard cards, of course. The deck originally had Skred in it, and I decided that that's just not a good plan. We should just be ramping as much as possible. So I replaced those with Overgrowth. We should, like, really just be overpowering our opponent with ramp spells game 1, and then try to figure out if we need removal game 2. Anyway, sideboard, Gorilla Shaman for the artifact decks, Red and Pyroblast for the blue decks, Breath Weapon for the Go Wide decks. Even though it is bad that it sweeps up your Arbor Elves and Llanowar Visionaries, it's just necessary against all the Go Wide decks. Deglamour for the artifact enchantment decks as more alongside Gorilla Shaman, and then Relic of Progenitus for graveyards. And that's Cascade Ponza. All right, we're on the draw for round 1. All right, we've got turn 1 Sprawl into turn 2 Overgrowth or Thermokarst. So yeah, we're going to keep Colony Garden. So Forest, Utopia Sprawl here, name red, over to the opponent. Green-black, Ichor Wellspring. All right, I don't think I want to Thermokarst them. I think I want to just keep ramping. So let's play this. Let's Overgrowth here. Back over to them. So right now this is 5 mana. If we draw an untapped land, we can play a boarding party. Otherwise, all right, I'm going to play this, and I'm going to just Thermokarst their dual land. And back to them. And then next turn we can play boarding party. Colony Garden. All right, so tap this, Utopia Sprawl here because it's basically free. Green, then tap this, and cast Boarding Party. Cascade. Cascade it into an Arbor Elf, which is obviously not great, but whatever. So Arbor Elf, Boarding Party, go to combat. Although it is really good with how many things we have here. Cast down our dude, sure. So I guess that would be an argument for putting all of them on 1 land. I was just worried maybe our opponent had their own Ponza stuff, but I should have just assumed they didn't because they're green-black. Defile our Arbor Elf. All right. Well, tap this, tap this, tap this. We're missing... Yeah, that's 7 mana. Annoyed Altasaur. Cascade. Cascade into a Utopia Sprawl. Put it here. Name green. All right, back to them. And that is one downside with this deck, which is that you have a lot of really bad Cascade hits. Suffocating Fumes cycle. All right, if I Monvoli Acid Moss this Swamp, then we have 3, 4, 5. Does this come in tapped? Oh, it does come in tapped. All right, let's just tap and cast Altasaur again. Trigger. Cast Wild Growth on here. Now that I think about it, maybe I should have just got the initiative. Yeah, all right, another cast down. Can they keep up with how many threats we're jamming? I guess they can. Deadly Dispute, eat Ichor Wellspring. Plays another Swamp. Plays Crypt Rats. Well, now the initiative's way worse. Tap this for 5. Avenging Hunter. Trigger, get the initiative. Trigger, go grab a land. Play land. Tap this, cast Llanowar Visionary, so we have multiple blockers. Trigger. All right, pass to them. Golgari Gardens is like 1/3 removal. If they have literally 2 removal spells, then sure. Oh my god, do they actually have 2 removal spells? They actually have 2 removal spells, so they steal the initiative, but then we get to steal the initiative back with our Avenging Hunter again. So it's not too bad. All right, they go find a land. Oy. Land, Monvoli Acid Moss, your Swamp. Grab Forest. Tap this. Cast Avenging Hunter. Trigger. Steal the initiative back. Scry. Generous on top. Forest on bottom. And then we're short on being able to cast this Llanowar Visionary, unfortunately. Reckoner's Bargain. Eat a plant token. Yep, there's another removal spell. Damn it. Jesus. They take the initiative. If I just played it a turn earlier, then the Crypt Rats would have come out later, and it wouldn't have been as big of a problem. Although I guess they just would have still had a million removal spells. Also, every single one of our Cascades sucked. We hit Elf and then 2 Auras. All right, Crypt Rats is a 3/3. Let's play Llanowar Visionary. Draw a card. All right, play Generous Ent, trigger, play Arbor Elf. Let's just pop this food now and F6 to the rest of their turn. All right, trap us, we go to 16. Spinning Darkness on Generous Ent, and then they're what, just gonna kill the whole board with Crypt Rats? Yeah. Well, Monvoli Acid Moss a thing. Grab a forest, back to them. Then they draw a card off the initiative. Ugh. Thorn of the Black Rose. Oh, they're the Monarch too. Cool. Monvoli Acid Moss. All right, just keep targeting their lands. Bargain, the Ichor Wellspring. Yep. Forest, back to them. And then they flip over a huge creature on the final initiative. 10 revealed cards, more initiative. So I think I played this game subparly, but I also just, they have a 10 million removal spells in their deck. So, you know, what are we going to do? All right, tap, 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 cast Altasaur, Cascade. And we've hit garbage once again. Well, I think we still just lose on this board. Yeah, we're just too far behind. All right, versus Gardens. What do I want? Relic of Progenitus so they can't flash back. Chainer's Edict? Like, not much, really. All right, cut 2 of these. Honestly, I may not even want that, but we'll try it. Arbor Elf, but no follow-up, but our cards are very powerful. We're just spending a lot of time doing nothing with this hand, though. We also have a lot of draws that make this hand good, though. All right, I'll keep. Forest, Arbor Elf, pass. Turn 1, kill this? Yeah, of course. Well, we got Thermokarst on turn 3 at least, so keep passing. Swamp, land, tap this, Utopia Sprawl this, name red, then tap this and this, Thermokarst a land. And we're 1 land off of playing Avenging Hunter. Tap this, target here, name green. All right, we got Avenging Hunter next turn. All right, there we go. So tap, 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 cast Avenging Hunter. All right, get the initiative, trigger the Undercity, grab a forest, and then back to them. Golgari Garden, or Colony Garden. Chainer's Edict, kill our guy. All right, initiative, go to the Lost Well, trigger, scrying, put both of these on the bottom, draw a forest. Tap, 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 cast Altasaur, Cascade trigger, Cascade into Wild Growth, and over to them. Crypt Rats, snuff out our dude. All right, stash, make a treasure, Utopia Sprawl here, name red, tap this, cast Avenging Hunter, trigger, make a skeleton, over to them. And if they just have 2 removal spells to kill our guys, all right. They can kill skeleton with the Crypt Rats, but not both of them. Plays a swamp. All right, initiative, final room, boarding party, or Llanowar Vision. I guess just Llanowar Visionary, because then we still get the ETB trigger and it's still big. All right, Llanowar Visionary, trigger, draw a card. All right, tap this, this, and this, cast Altasaur, Cascade into Thermokarst, blow up one of your swamps, taps in response. All right, resolve this. Now I will start attacking them. Spinning Darkness on this dude. Okay. And then they're going to Crypt Rats eat 2 of our dudes off. Yeah. Crypt Rats kill these 2. Play Arbor Elf. Back to them. And we're still way ahead on the board and still have the initiative. Reckoner's Bargain, Ichor Wellspring. Back to us. Initiative comes back. Grab a forest. All right. Boarding party. Cascade. All right. They've conceded to that. Yeah, I don't even think I bother with Relic. Although maybe it's fine because it like cycles for another card. But I think we just try to overpower them with mana. Submit. Turn 1, land, Utopia Sprawl, and then if we miss lands, we're so far behind. But if I draw 1 land in the top 2 cards of my deck, then I can play Overgrowth and start getting back into the game. All right, let's keep. Colony Garden. Excellent. All right, tap this. Wild Growth here. Back to them. Swamp. Troublemaker Oof to exile our Wild Growth. Wow. All right, we still haven't drawn another land, which is also really, really unfortunate. Back to them. Why do they even have this in their sideboard? I guess for artifact enchantment decks usually. Another Colony Garden, then we take 2, go to 18. Draw land. All right. Rather than ramp, I'm just going to Thermokarst their swamp. Just put them behind. Deadly Dispute the token, sure. Take 2 from the Oof. All right, they didn't have another thing, so let's tap this. Let's Overgrowth here, and then back to them. 2 mana, Ichor Wellspring. Plays a swamp. Tax, we go to 14. Tap this. Monvoli Acid Moss your swamp. Tap, sack this, Deadly Dispute the Ichor Wellspring, Then kill the swamp, go grab a... Oh, I can grab Highland Forest with this? Oh, I didn't even know that. Grab that, play Arbor Elf, over to them, swamp, Chainer's Edict, all right, this dies. Take another 2, go to 12, cleanup step. How much mana am I making? 4, 5, 6, all right. Cast Boarding Party, Cascade, Monvoli Acid Moss your swamp, grab a forest, then go to attacks, swing. All right, they're at 14, they're cycling Troll for another swamp. Swamp. Still attacking us. We go to 10. 4 mana, Thorn of the Black Rose. All right, we're going to play Boarding Party. Get the Monarch. Tap this, this. Boarding party, Cascade, one volley acid, moss your swamp. Our Cascades are much better this game. Snuff out our boarding party. Right, kill that. Forest. This resolves. We have to force them to trade. So combat, swing. So they block, we trade off. Then it's back to them. They're still the Monarch. Colony Garden. All right, they finally ran out of black lands after all that. We go to 8, and they draw another card. And this plant token's going to block for them. So how much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So I can play Altasaur plus Visionary. So tap this, cast Altasaur, Cascade, Utopia Sprawl. All right, put it here. Name red. Then this dude resolves. Then we tap for land or Visionary. This resolves. We draw a card, Thermokarst, back to them. No swamps, no plays. All right, Monarch trigger, cleanup. Discards Crypt Rat's Blood Fountain. Over to us. All right, tap, tap, tap. Overgrowth here. Tap this, cast Boarding Party, Cascade, Overgrowth on here, and then go to combat. Attack with everything, so we guarantee get the Monarch. Also, it's just the most damage. Plant blocks there, this blocks here. Sure. Steal the Monarch, Thermokarst one of your lands, trigger Monarch, draw Utopia Sprawl. Spinning Darkness, our Boarding Party, so they must have just drawn that. All right, Utopia Sprawl here, red, tap, play this Ent, trigger, eat the food. All right, they've conceded to that. On to round number 2. What a game. All right, we are on the draw, and we only have 1 land and no ramp, so Mull. We still only have 1 land and 1 ramp spell and no second land, so if this hand just fails to find a second land, we're super dead. All right, Mull. All right, well, I'll keep this, and I'll put back a land and an Altasaur. Island. Ponder. Forest, go. All right, cycle the Ent. Grab the duel. Play the duel. Back to them. Thought Scour. All right, so we're playing Delver. Lorien revealed. Plays Thought Scour. They have many, many spells in their graveyard. Terror. All right. I don't think I'm supposed to Thermokarst. I think I'm supposed to Overgrowth because I just need to get into the game. Oh, they have Spell Pierce. Yeah. Brainstorm. Another Terror. And a Cryptic Serpent. All right, we're not winning this game. Literally dead next turn. Yeah, okay. So all the Red Blasts, along with Relics, to eat up their graveyard. And then I think the land hate is probably not too effective here because they have so many cards that are so cheap. So I'm just going to get rid of all that. I guess I'll play... Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of all that. This is fine, I guess. Let's play this first so that we can Pyroblast up after we play Relic. Island. Delver. All right. Pyroblast this. Play Relic. Target them with Relic. And then back to their turn. Brainstorm. Island. All right. Target them. Land. And then let's just play Visionary. All right. Draw a card. Back to them. It's a Red Blast too, which is pretty good. Another one of this. I'm going to play Thermokarst first, rather than Avenging Hunter without Red Blast open. So let's just blow a land up. Spell Pierce. All right, we will pay it. All right, they have another Spell Pierce, so we'll just finish this up. Can't pay this. And then it's back over to them. I want 1 more mana so I can go Avenging Hunter with Red Blast open. Brainstorm. Mental Note. Exiling put Deep Analysis in the graveyard. Second land. And there's Cryptic Serpent. All right, draw land. Ugh. All right, kill this. Pop the graveyard. Another Red Blast. All right, go to combat. Swing here. 4th island, passing back to us. All right, there we go. Cast Avenging Hunter. Resolves. Initiative. So grab Forest, and then we pass. Opponent Brainstorms. That's fine. Thought Scour. Mills to Lorien revealed. Mental Note. 5th island. Plays Delver. Yeah, that's fine. Cryptic Serpent. That we will try to counter. And we successfully counter that one, and then they play Terror. All right, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's forge onto here. Land, play Altasaur, Cascade trigger, Arbor Elf. All right, let's start attacking them. Swing. Delver trigger. Does it flip? There's an argument to not attack so that we can block here and block here. But if they have like Snap or something, I would rather attack them. All right, we won that game. And then I think we just run back exactly the same thing. So run it back. Okay, well, we have no mana. So Mull. We have mana. Keep. And I don't have any red mana, but putting back Pyroblast seems bad, but I can't cast it, so I guess I'm going to put that back. It's that or Altasaur, so I guess I put back Pyroblast. Island, Ponder. All right, land, Wild Growth, and back to them. Second island, back to us. All right, let's play Arbor Elf. Counterspell, sure. Ponder. All right, well, we still can't do anything, so Forest and pass. So they have 4 islands. All right, well, I guess we try to cast Avenging Hunter and just allow it to get countered, because that's what's going to happen. Yep, counterspell. All right, back to them. So we're 2 mana away from playing Altasaurs. Brainstorm. Mental Note. Still not playing any threats, huh? All right, play Visionary. And that's the third counter spell. All right, back to them. Finally plays a creature. Second creature. Third creature. All right, we really, really need to hit an untapped land. It's a boarding party that we can't cast, and now we lose the game. Because we take almost lethal damage here, and then even if we cast Altasaur next turn, it doesn't matter. Oh, and it's a Delver too. Cast Altasaur, Cascade. Doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter what we hit. Yeah, all right, we're dead. Round 3, we're on the play. What do we got? This is fine. Keep this. Forest, tap, Wild Growth here. And over to them. Plains, Lotus Petal. You don't normally see those go together. Plated Sliver. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Another Plated Sliver. You got it. Wild Growth. And then we'll pass. Forest. Winding Way. Revealing a bunch of slivers. Plays Lotus Petal. Another Lotus Petal. Well, you got to admit it's working out for them. Predatory Sliver. Sure. So I can't really initiative here, right? That's an issue. Wait, they didn't attack. Okay, well, Monvoli Acid Moss, your forest. Grab the dual land, play a forest, back to them. Second Plains, Sentinel Sliver. Okay, they attacked this time. So probably just play Boarding Party then. All right, Boarding Party. Cascade into Arbor Elf. Resolve Boarding Party, play a forest, go. Third Plains. All right, they don't have any good attacks now. They're attacking with this dude. Oh, because he can attack into Boarding Party? I'll block, sure. Well, I kind of have to play this initiative, dude, as much as that sucks. But tap, 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 cast Avenging Hunter, trigger, yield. I guess if they want to attack, I can block their Lord. So play this. I'm going to hold one volley because they're going to go fetch the forest. Although then they just get to play Gemhide anyway, right? Yeah, all right, pass to them. At least their attacks are kind of bad. Oh, they finally found a land. Naming blue. So they got Winged Sliver in their deck. I mean, they should attack here, right? No, they're not attacking. All right, well, let's forge onto Arbor Elf. Another Wild Growth. All right, here, tap, Monvoli Acid Moss this land. Grab another forest, back to them. Benevolent Bodyguard. They really should be attacking me in order to steal the initiative. All right, let's go to their Predatory Sliver. Another land. All right, pass back to them. All right, well, they just attack with that or with everything. Swing there, so we block here. Then they can save it with Bodyguard. No, they're just going to let it die. I'm so confused. Archives, draw a card, a bunch of forests. Cool. All right, back to them. Sentinel Sliver, no attacks. All right, well, final room. Okay, let's grab Visionary to draw a card. Trigger, draw. All right, tap, tap, tap. Overgrowth here, play land. So let's start attacking, and let's attack with Avenging Hunter. Swing. So no blocks from them. They go to 15. Then let's cast Ent. Make a food. Just go ahead and pop the food right now, and then F6 to the rest. All right, back to them. Citadel Gate. All right, they finally get their green next turn. All right, initiative again. Go grab a forest, and we draw another forest. All right, let's just put the pressure on them. Because next turn they get Gemhide out or Predatory. Yeah, Gemhide, and then they just start emptying their hand. So let's just make them have to block stuff. Swing. So block here. They're going to 5. All right. Muscle Sliver. Why not play Gemhide and get more stuff out? Also, your guys have Vigilance. Attack with the Sentinel Sliver. All right. Well, forge onto the one with Trample. And they've just conceded. Okay. Well, Slivers. No. Breath Weapon, I suppose. Nothing else. What's bad here? I guess I'm going to cut Overgrowth to make room for the Breath Weapons. All right, run it back. All right, turn 2 Thermokarst. Pretty good. Keep Plains. Plated Sliver. Arbor Elf, and go. And we got Utopia Sprawl next turn too. Oh, it's so gross. Forest. Gemhide Sliver. Attack for 1. Sure. Go to 19. All right, float. Play a forest. Utopia Sprawl here. Name red. Then tap, then untap this, and tap, then Monvoli Acid Moss, your forest. Grab a forest. Back to them. Plains. So they still have 4 mana. Lotus Petal. Okay. Sack for green. Plays Abundant Growth on the Plains. Plays Predatory Sliver. Attacks for 4. Okay. We go to 15. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can play Altasaur right now. All right, let's do that. Tap, untap, tap, 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 tap. Altasaur. Cascade. Cascade's into Generosent. All right. Trigger Ent, and then back over to them. The more I play this deck, the more I think maybe you could run 2 Oliphants in here and change one of the forests into a mountain so that you'd have more good Cascade hits. Something to think about. Abundant Growth the other one. Muscle Sliver. Plated Sliver. Elvish Visionary. All right. Tap this, untap this, tap this, tap, tap, tap. Cast another Altasaur. Cascade into Avenging Hunter. Well, I was going to attack, but now I think I just don't. Grab the initiative. Grab a forest. Then this resolves. We play this tapped. Maybe I still do. I don't know. Like, their attacks are not good against us. Yeah, let's just swing. Going straight to damage. They're at 9. Sinew Sliver. All right, is the last card in their hand Winged Sliver? Because if so, you should tap these two. Winged Sliver. But they still only have 12 in the air, and we can block one of them. All right, initiative. Forge onto a Trampler. I guess onto this one, because some of their creatures have 6 toughness. Forge onto here. Okay, first things first. Let's cast Llanowar Visionary and see if we draw anything relevant. Trigger. One Volley Acid Moss. They have to block at least 2 creatures, right? All right, go to combat. Swing, 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 swing. Actually, this one doesn't trample, right? So 6, 12, 19 trample. They have to block 10 of it. So they have to block with 2 creatures, and those 2 creatures are going to die, whatever they are. This blocks 12, which means it would be, so 6, 12, 19, 12, 7 gets through, which means that Generous Ent also attacks, and they lose another creature. Yeah, let's attack with all of these. So block, block, block. All right, so we're killing their lords. Right, so why can't I swap these? I'm trying to assign blocking order, and it's not letting me. Oh, I have to do them in order? Sure. So, okay. Do I have to do it one at a time? Yeah, okay. Okay, go to damage. So 2 of their lords die. They're at 2. So let's see. Have I played a land yet? I have not. Okay, so tap this, Thermokarst one of your lands. Tap this, cast Arbor Elf. Back to them. I think they could have gotten away with blocking less damage, or rather blocking differently so that they didn't trade with my guys and having more on the backswing. Winding Way. Sentinel, Mass Vandal, Plated. That's not going to get them out of this. Like, they technically didn't need to block with both lords, right? They could have just blocked with the Plated Slivers and had them die off. Sentinel Sliver. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm going to trap you next turn. Yep. All right. We win the match. On to round number 4. We're on the play for round 4. This hand looks fine. Keep. Forest, tap, Utopia Sprawl, name red, go. Mountain, Swift Spear. We're at 19. All right. Ooh, Utopia Sprawl here, name green, then tap this, Thermokarst your land. Back to them. Plays another mountain, Swift Spear. Tap this, Utopia Sprawl here, name green, tap this, One Volley Acid Moss your land, grab the tap land, back to them. All right, we're taking 2 to 15. Tap this, cast Avenging Hunter, trigger, initiative, grab a forest, play this, play Arbor Elf, over to them. Magic as Richard Garfield intended. All right, forge. Let's forge here. Oh my god, double Avenging Hunter. Holy crap. Tap, untap, tap, cast Avenging Hunter, trigger, initiative, trap them, tap, tap, cast Avenging Hunter, draw a card, combat, swing. Well, this has been gross. All right, then. So we understandably win that game. And then we want Breath Weapon to kill their dudes. I don't even know what version of red they're on. If I knew they were on Kuldotha Red, I'd bring in Gorilla Shaman. But since I don't know that, just bring in Breath Weapon and cut this. Honestly, ramping's probably better than blowing up their lands most of the time, although obviously it paid off in that game. Let's cut Acid Moss. This hand's super slow, although we can Ent for the red source. So we go turn 1 Ent for red source, turn 2 play tapped red source, turn 3 Breath Weapon. All right, I'll keep. Mountain into Voldaren Epicure. All right, Forest go. Second Mountain, Reckless Impulse, Great Furnace, Bushwhacker. All right, so they are on Kuldotha. So fetch the red source, untap, play to this tapped, tap this, Wild Growth here, over to them. All right, plays the Furnace, Kuldotha Rebirth. All right, Breath Weapon's going to be a pretty good follow-up, although we're taking a bunch of damage right now. Whole bunch of damage. Play this, tap this, Wild Growth here, over to them. All right, tap this and this, cast Breath Weapon, kill their board, implement, sack it. We're at 7, Chain Lightning. All right, we're at 4. And, okay, we're at 1. That seems pretty bad for us. Land, Overgrowth here. Tap this, cast Llanowar Visionary. Trigger to draw. All right, we can cast that next turn. So we have to fade burn for quite a while. Synthesizer into Great Furnace. Pops the Synthesizer into Voldaren Epicure, and we're dead. Well, run back the same thing. Actually, is Gorilla Shaman good here? I don't even know that it is. Like, yeah, you can blow up their Great Furnaces, but, like, is that even that good? All right, let's try that. Do I want Deglamour as well? Maybe. Yeah, all right, let's try that. On the play, we've got Overgrowth, but this hand's super slow. We also don't have any red sources. Yeah, let's molt. Try to find something better. All right, that's way better. Keep, and we don't have any red sources, so let's just chuck Gorilla Shaman. All right, this into Wild Growth. We've got turn 3 initiative with this hand. Mountain into Blast Runner. All right, this Overgrowth here. Back to them. Great Furnace. Bushwhacker. So we're at 16. Float, Venging Hunter. Trigger, Initiative. Grab a Forest. Play a Forest. Over to them. Swift Spear. Chain Lightning our dude. Oh no. Galvanic Blast our dude. Oh well, we can get the initiative back. So then they take it. They go get a mountain. Sweet. Land. Overgrowth on here. Tap this. Cast Avenging Hunter. Get the initiative back. Forge on here. And then this fizzles over to them. So we're a 7-6. Like, that's pretty good, right? Blast Runner. Another land. And it's another Furnace. Bushwhacker. Yeah. All right, I blocked this, dude. We take 8 and go to 3. And then they take the initiative back and forge onto something. And then we have to hit them. And then they can steal it back and trap us or just kill us straight up. All right, tap this, cast Altasaur, Cascade. We have to hit something really good here. Breath Weapon is pretty freaking good. Combat. This card's a dragon. It doesn't even get hit by Breath Weapon. Awesome. All right, initiative, return, trigger, trap, target you. All right, we got to fade the haste creature or burn spell for 1 turn. Haste creature or burn spell for 1 turn. Oh my god, we won that one. Whew. All right, we are on the draw, but we've got a lot of Ponza action going on here, so we'll keep. Swamp. Serrated Scorpion, so that's what we're playing against. Just more Ponza action coming up. All right, they attack us with the Scorpion. Swamp into Cauldron Familiar, very well. They don't have, oh, they do have a second land. Oh my god, a bounce land. This is going to be so disgusting. All right, Thermokarst your bounce land. Back to them. Swamp. Plays Ginger Brute, sure. All right, we go to 15. So this, and then Monvoli Acid Moss your Swamp. Grab the tap land, and it's over to them. All right, they have no lands, but they are hitting us for 3 a turn. So we do have to find something. We're not finding something. We can't even cast our these things. I guess I could target my own lands just to thin my deck, right? Yeah, let's Monvoli one of my own forests. All right, back to them. Down to 9. It's time to draw something. All right, I guess an Arbor Elf is technically something. Over to them. They attack. All right, let's block Ginger Brute. We're at 7, and we're drawing a boarding party. Amazing. All right, this, cast boarding party, Cascade, into Avenging Hunter. Whew, spicy. Trigger, go grab a forest, then this resolves. Let's just not let them take the initiative. Sun-Scorched Desert. I did not know this was even Pioneer or Pauper legal. I guess it makes sense, though. They're going to attack just so that we block them and give them life, sure. Or drain, rather. So we go to 4. Initiative, forge onto the Trampler. All right, Thermokarst your land. Combat, swing. Play this, go. They found another Sun-Scorched Desert. We go to 3. All right, so initiative, we trap. They take 5, and now they have to block. Tap this, and this, and this, and this. Cascade into Altasaur, or cast Altasaur, Cascade into Thermokarst. Combat, swing. They must block. The cat dies. And back over to them. Swamp. Oh my god. Do they have it? Serrated Scorpion. Okay. Whew. They had bump in the night. Sideboarding. I assume Breath Weapon. And then is that it? Just Breath Weapon probably. Get rid of one Volley. Yeah, let's do that. A little slow, but acceptable. Swamp. Into Duress. Oh, they can take our Overgrowth. All right. Well, ooh, a Wild Growth. Wild Growth here. Back to them. Ginger Brute. Take 1 down to 19. Forest. Tap, tap. Play Lanor Visionary. Draw a card. Back over to them. Next turn, we got the initiative. Sun-Scorched Desert. Go to 18. Candy Grapple to kill our guy. Sure. 17. Ooh. I don't think I cycle the Ent. I think I hold it. So, land. Let's Thermokarst their Swamp. Back to them. Another Ginger Brute. So we're going to 15. Okay, so this... I could just play the initiative guy, and then we're going to trade initiatives back and forth. I guess I'll kill them faster than they'll kill me, right? Yeah, all right. Tap this. Avenging Hunter, trigger, initiative, and then over to them. It does let them grab a swamp this turn, but that's fine. Make this guy unblockable. So then that hits us. They steal the initiative. Get to them a swamp. into a Scorpion. All right, well, our guy has Trample, so we still get to keep getting in. This, and let's tap this, tap this, tap this. Overgrowth here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, no, that's short. Never mind. I want to be able to cast Ent this turn. So, combat, attack. They're going to block, sure. We still trample them. So then these trigger. We get the initiative back. So then Forge here, and then tap all of this to cast Ent. This also forces them to spend mana on making their dude unblockable, although since this is colorless, I imagine they couldn't spend too much of it anyway in the first place. Okay, unblockable. So we get hit, we go to 11, then they Forge back. So then this is 8 damage next turn because we can't stop the Gingerbrute from hitting us. They Forge it, and then we can't stop them from getting trapping us. So we're effectively at 3, although at 6 with the food token. They chose to Scry, not to Forge. Serrated Scorpion. This is kind of awkward. I don't think not attacking with the Ent matters, right? Because they can just make their dude unblockable anyway. And they're just going to block with the Scorpion regardless. So I may as well attack. All right. Combat. Swing. So that blocks there. Yeah. Triggers. We get the initiative back. We go to 9 because of the Scorpion. So then we trap them. Target you. Then play a land. Overgrowth here. And let's just pop this food. And over to them. So they're not trapping anymore, which means that they have to deal us 12 damage here. How's Pauper been treating you in contrast to other formats? Do the play patterns feel healthy, more fun? They do when they don't involve Sticker Goblin, Initiative, Monarch, and threats that for some reason only cost 1 or 2 mana even though they're gigantic. E.g. Terror, Cryptic Serpent. Oh, Glitters is also pretty miserable. Alright, Deadly Disputed Gingerbrute. Sacking a treasure, tapping a land to do what? Like, they need to have this to block here, right? So they can't get rid of all their creatures. Vampire's Kiss, we go to 9. They go to 11. Sack the treasure. Duress us. Okay, that does nothing. Llanowar Visionary. 1. Tap Llanowar Visionary. So draw. Breath Weapon. Can't cast that. Go to combat. Swing here. They have to block Ent to not die. And damage. They go to 4. We steal the initiative back. Then we draw a card. Generous Ent. So tap this. Tap this. I could cycle it for red, but let's just put a bunch of power on the board. So cast Ent. Trigger. Make a food. Play this. Go. I mean, 3 lethal creatures, and they have to do 9 to us. Deadly Dispute, Eat a Blood. All right, we got it. So 4-1 with Cascade Ponza. So I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think I'd change anything. The only thing is that it has some certain weaknesses in that, like, the Cascaders can cascade into a bunch of trash later in the game. There's also an argument that maybe you could discount this Ponza stuff, like get rid of that and just play like the 4 Overgrowth and just more big threats. Although I don't know what those big threats would be in specifically green and red. Oliphant maybe. But other than that, yeah, feels pretty solid to me. And I don't think I changed anything in the sideboard either. So 2 thumbs up for Cascade Ponza. Only suggestion I'd say is use Snow Forest for that narrow case where thermokarsting your own land matters for life gain. Yes, technically these should be Snow Forests. I literally just don't own enough Snow Forests to play all the Snow Forests. But yes, technically these should be Snow Forests. Anyway, that's Cascade Ponza.